Hi guys, and welcome back to Deckhead Gamers with me, Torpedo Walrus. And now we're going to have a look at the Elder Scrolls Online, which has just gone into its 5-day early access. Because of one of the pre-order bonuses was you get 5-day early access to the game before everybody else jumps on, which I thought was quite nice. So let's have a look then and see what we've got here. So, when you log into the game for the first time, you'll have a nice intro cinematic, and then you'll be given this screen, which is your character creation. So, one of the things with the pre-order bonuses was you get the option to choose any race with any faction. This was a bit of a one that got a lot of people's heads scratching, but apparently there's good reason for that. Later on in the game, apparently towards the end of the campaign missions, you find out why you're able to, I believe, do late game questing in other factions' regions and stuff like that. But I'm not 100% sure yet. I haven't got that far at all. So let's jump in and create our first character. On the other pre-order bonuses, now this is something that I will say I wasn't very impressed with. I don't think most of the community was either. Was the fact of the Imperial race, which originally wasn't in the 9 races that were given, was put behind a paywall so that you couldn't, well, you couldn't play the Imperial race unless you pre-ordered, which was a tad annoying, shall we say. But in the beta, I did do some videos, but unfortunately I didn't get around to doing recordings, doing the videos of them because I was ill at the time. And I did create a Breton Templar, a healer, a sorcerer. The one thing I didn't do was a Dragon Knight. So I'm going to have a look at the Imperial Dragon Knight, because in the last beta access, I didn't get a chance to play the Imperials. So I didn't get to see what they were all about. So I'm going to create an Imperial Dragon Knight. Let's have a look. So, with your character creation, you have your first tab is your races, your alliance, and the Imperials. Now the Imperials can play under any faction as standard, so you can choose who you want to be. Doesn't make any difference on your character apart from just what faction storyline you're going to be following. Of course, you also have your own player storyline, but you have your own faction storylines as well, which you can follow. Of course, they all start in different areas of the map with different quest lines, different environments, and it just helps to make the game more unique for each playthrough for you, which is very nice. So, I'm going to go... I played a lot of Daggerfall Covenant and Ebonheart Pact last time I was here. So, do I want to go Aldmeri Dominion? Imperials in the Aldmeri Dominion. Go on then, let's do that. Let's do that. Do I want to be male or female? I want to be a male Dragon Knight, I think. Yeah, of course. So you'll have your 4 classes, which are Dragon Knight, Sorcerer, Nightblade, and Templar. Now, even though the game has the ability for you to be anything you want to be within it, there are no restrictions of what type of armor or weapons you want to wear. Basically, these are used as a template to give you base skills for your characters. There are a ridiculous amount of skills that your characters can have and can also unlock throughout the game, but these are basically your starting classes. They're basically, as I say, a template for your character. So I'm going to go with Dragon Knight, as I say. Also over here, if you have a look, you've got preview. You can preview what your novice gear will look like. This is what you can expect to look like with your armors races at a slightly earlier level. Not straight away, but a slightly earlier level. This is what your race's armor set would look like. Ooh, excuse me. And you've also got your veteran gear, which is, well, just look at that. That looks amazing. How about Imperial armor? Look at that. And of course, each faction, each race has its own armor type, and each race has its own armor type. So, of course, the Templar and the Dragon Knight are always pretty similar looking in armor sets. Same goes for each faction. Of course, Templar, I always do prefer the Templar armor. It just looks much better than that. But anyway, yeah, Dragon Knight body. So with this, you have full control of how you want to create. Excuse me, sir. Create your character. So you can go straight down to no gear. It's what I like to do. Then you can change anything from your character's height, what type of body type you want. Do you want a muscular body, quite a large body, as you can see there, or do you want to go stick thin, or do you want to or do you want to try and balance it out to either muscular thin, a large muscular build, maybe a like non-toned build at all, or smack bang in the middle. It's entirely up to you. So they say you get full customization of how you want your character to look in that respect. And you've got your skin color, of course, with the Imperials, and each race have their own set palettes. And you've got body markings. So you've got anything from scars, cuts, burn marks, which I think I might go for actually. I like the look of the burn marks. Oh, the arms and hands, and also the side of the face looks quite cool. I like that. And then you've also got scars, cuts, bites, bruises, and then you've also got tattoos and full body work as well. You just have arms, shoulders, back, chest. And of course, each race will have a slight difference and variation in the way this body markings works. Like for Argonians in particular, and also for Khajiits, it affects skin patterns and scaling and how it all works on them. And it looks pretty good, I must say. The Argonians are quite interesting to try and make. Do I want to have larger arms? Because he's going to be wielding... I might go two-handed weapon. Dragon Knight, I think that might be quite cool. Let's give him some slightly broader hands. You can even, of course, change his posterior size as well. Just if you feel like it. There you go. You've also got your leg size, even feet size. Or foot size, should I say. As it says there. And then, of course, you have your facial dimensions. Now, at the moment, I'm not sure whether it's working, but the ability to zoom in has ceased to function, unfortunately. So trying to create a face as you want it can be a bit tricky, because you can't see. You also have voice options as well. So there you go, 8 voice options there, which are all for... Oh, no, there you go. Calm down. And also your hairstyles. Now, I wanted the ponytail for this one. Yeah, there you go. And I wanted... Do I want to go for an elderly look? Elderly Imperial? Or do I want a younger Imperial? I think it's slightly more heroic. So of course you can affect wrinkles and skin markings and stuff like that. So I think I might go for a veteran style warrior. Yeah, veteran style. And then of course you've got, let's say, age, your adornments, which for the Imperials are your beards and facial hair. Or an eye patch. You can have an eye patch if you wanted to. Oh, that looks cool. The fire took out his eye. I like that. I like that. I might make him just a slight bit younger, to be honest. There you go. There you go. He ages well. And then, of course, you can go through all the face options, eye colour, to his remaining eye, type of eyebrows you want for him. Of course, it's hard to see at the moment because, as I say, the ability to zoom in has ceased to exist. Well, oh yeah, and if you think with your characters, they will spin and spin and spin and spin. I think if you spin them too much, they actually get giddy. I don't know whether it works in the character creation. No, but it does. Oh, don't tell me off. It does work on. So there we go. Let's put his novice gear back on. And here we go. So this is my Imperial Dragon Knight. And I'm going to go with the name of Bekoris. It's the name of my my paladin that I used to roll in World of Warcraft. I also use it for a lot of usernames for characters in other games. So there we go. That is my Imperial Dragon Knight. So let's jump right in and have a look, shall we? Okay, and here we are. So this is where you will start in a place known as Coldharbour, which is the realm of the Daedric Prince of... Is it Deceit? Or... I can't remember. Oh, come on, I used to know this. What am I going on about? Sheesh, my Elder Scrolls lore has completely vanished. Never mind. So, this is where you start off in a lovely dank prison cell. As you can see, the graphics for this game are quite nice, especially for an MMO. Even the lighting itself is really well done. Shadows. And I am running this on max settings, and I'm running at a solid 60 frames, so it's running pretty smooth. But of course, there aren't any particle effects. Ooh, cheese! I'll have some cheese. There you go. Anything else? Of course, there is also the Prophet. I'll talk to you in a minute, sir. That's all. I'm looking to see if there's any more cheese. Of course, then you also have third person and first person. So let's. Oh, some radishes there. Of course, as with the Elder Scrolls games, you can just pick up and take things. Not everything, unfortunately. You will come across areas where it is full of weapons and armor, and you are so tempted to try and take everything. Because that is what an Elder Scrolls game is all about, being able to have that freedom. But of course, they've had to narrow it down a little. By a little, I mean a lot in that respect. But, oh god. That looks pleasant. Sheesh. Okay, let's see. What have you got to say for yourself then?
Slowly now. You've been through an ordeal. Take a few moments to collect yourself. Like you,
What's
I'm
happening?
A prisoner in this place,
Who are you?
Yet so much more. I am the past and the future, both. I am despair and
Well, he
hope.
thinks a lot of himself.
The tapestry we weave is a complex one. You cannot hope to see its pattern in its entirety. Not yet.
But what do you want from me?
You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you. You must escape from this cell, take up arms, and protect yourself. Then find Lyris Titanborn.
And who is that? I don't quite understand what the hell's going on here. Hey! Wait! Go back! Come! Oh, Jesus. They always do that.
Let me open your door. That's it. Quickly. You must
Thank you.
before the guards return.
And we are outside of our cell. Of course, with it is a standard thing for Elder Scrolls games that you start off as a prisoner. That's just the norm for Elder Scrolls games. You start off as a prisoner, and you don't know who you are, how you got there. The tale is yours to create. So, I don't know who I'm going to be, what my story is going to be. Maybe I'll look into that. And once I've had to think about my backstory, maybe I'll create it. Oh, it's in this basket. Well, they didn't look like lockpicks to me, but okay, I'll take those lockpicks. So yeah, it's always handy to have a look in this, have a look around, just to... Excuse me. Wow, that's also quite pleasant. Okay, I can't remember being able to open those Iron Maidens up last time. Maybe I didn't check them, I don't know. Of course, unfortunately, you can't get in all these doors. Would be nice, but you can't, unfortunately. Okay, now I don't know what that's mean. My sound does seem to be stuttering just a little. Oh, another maiden. Oh, stepping away too far again. Yeesh. What a pleasant place this is. Daedric Realm? Daedra? Of course, you also have the ability to sprint as well.
Arm yourself.
Let's get in. Foul hide, sell to a merchant for gold. Okay, I'll take one of those. Okay. So, let's have a look then. Let's run down here. And now we get to choose a weapon. There's a lot of dead people, isn't there? Aha. Oh, they've changed this. See, last time I was here, it was all set up in weapon racks. And you basically just chose your weapon off the rack. Now you've got sword, take that. It's an ice staff, it's a two-handed mace. So you got a sword, an ice staff, two-handed mace. Oh, take a drink. Oh, it's in that bag. Aged meat. I don't want the sword. It's in the barrel. So they have been working then. They haven't just left it as it is. So what else is there? So there used to be more options. You used to be able to take a bow and an arrow. Bow and arrows, should I say? You used to have a restoration stuff you could choose from. So have they limited the options here? Or am I missing something? Is there stuff over here I'm not seeing? Worms and crawlers, some bugs and beetles. It's very nice. Bait for fishing. Okay, I haven't tried out the fishing in this yet. I don't know what it's like. Can I search these cages? I can. Lockpicks, thank you. And one of the things in this game, I don't know whether they've changed it or not, but with the crafting, you have the ability to craft items, weapons and armor in the style of your race. If you want to learn how to create other factions' armor styles, or the race's armor styles, should I say, you have to find a book which is called a motif. That's the oh god, that guillotine. Sheesh. I haven't really looked up. Kind of wishing I didn't. And with these motifs, once you find them, you can then read that book to learn how to make that motif, that style of armor. So I'm going to take this two-handed mace anyway. Done enough running around here. Okay, so let's press I. And this here is your inventory screen. So with this, they've basically got it set up into a couple of different tabs. So you have all, which of course shows you every item you've got in your inventory. You have your weapons, armor, consumables, materials, miscellaneous items, which are usually things that could either be sold or are used for other little bits and bobs. Like you got these fishing baits here, your lockpicks, ectoplasms. You've got quest items. You also got junk, which I never actually found any junk last time I was playing through. They may have changed that, I'm not sure. But of course, your materials are things for making either armor, weapons, food, drink. Consumables, of course, of potions. Anything you can consume. So let's put this mace on. Of course, over here, on this side here, you have. Yes, I've equipped a weapon. Yes. So I attack every time. So over here is where you have your armor and items. So you of course can take off these shackles. They don't provide any armor for me. I'm going to take off the shirt and trousers because I'm not going to go around like that. But I'm going to take the shackles off. I don't like the shackles, actually. Oh, go on, I'll keep them on. They tidy up the bit around there. So yeah, let's get my mace on. Let's carry on, shall we? You've gained a mine and equip item. Once it's equipped to your character, it cannot be transferred to other players. Of course, this follows the standard rules of bind on equip, bind on pick up. Now, the combat in this, it is a hack and slash style. You can attack and you can block. And you can also do heavy attacks.
With the passing of time, any indecision becomes decision.
Okay. So you can do, say, heavy attacks, light attacks, and of course, heavy attacks will use a fatigue, I believe. And you can also block with your right mouse. You can also do bash with your left mouse while blocking. And of course, you can also do all this in first person, which was an option, as far as I can recall, they initially wasn't going to put into the game. But then people were like, this is an Elder Scrolls game. We want first person. We got first person. That's how it works. You don't ask, you don't get. So, let's, yeah, come on. Let's get out. And I've just leveled up. So, when you level up, press C to open your character menu. Now this is where things get interesting. So, character stats. You have your health, magicka, and stamina. You get to get a point, put 1 point in one of them each time you level up. Based on your type of character and how you want your playstyle to be, of course you can decide what you want to put into it. So I'm going to put this first point into stamina, because I always end up running out of it. So I will commit those points. And now you get character skills. Now this is where the game starts to come a bit more into its own, because of course, this is here. There are many different ways to customize your character's combat style. There are different skill trees and different abilities from each skill tree. So you have your class. First of all, with your class, you have 3 different kind of sub-trees, or should we call them specs, if you want to put it that way, for your class. So this one has Ardent Flame. This has things like Fire Grip, pulls target towards you, deal fire damage, and deal 25 damage over time. Fiery Breath, Lava Whip, and in fact, this is kind of got like a almost spell-based sort of ability to it. It's very fire spells based. Then you've got Draconic Power, which in this includes things like Spiked Armor, immobilizes nearby foes and deals damage. An ally can then activate the Impale synergy, damaging enemies held within the talents. So one of the cool things with this game is it has what is called synergy. So if you activate a spell, as it says, other players can then do things with that spell that you've activated to create bonus effects. You've also got Dragon's Blood, so heals you for 30% of missing health, increases life regeneration. Reflective Scales, reflects spell projectiles for seconds, and Inhale, absorbs 7 health from each nearby enemy, dealing 14 magic damage to nearby enemies after 2.5 seconds. So this seems like more of a tanky build. And then Earthen Heart. So this is Stone Fist, deals damage, knocks enemies back. Molten Weapons, increases weapon damage. Obsidian Shield, creates a damaging shield. Petrify, which is a stun. Ash Cloud is a snare. So there's lots of different ways you can do it. You also have skill trees for each type of weapon as well. And what these skill trees do is they give you different types of attacks and abilities you can use whilst you have that type of weapon equipped. And also each tree will have its own passives. There's also armors, racial abilities. Now, I don't even know what the Imperial skills are, so let's have a look. What are the Imperial skills? You have Shield Affinity. Increases experience gained with one-handed and shield skill line. Increase max health by 4%. Increases max stamina by 4%. Melee attacks with 10% and chance to restore 3 health. So this racial passive says these characters are good for being a more tanky based character. Doesn't mean you have to play it that way though. Not at all. I would say you can put your points into your toughness, increase your health or increase your stamina. And the Red Diamond, which are also, those two are very good for just standard damage based characters who are using a lot of melee attacks. So that's also very good. Toughness, max health, if you're finding you're having a bit of a problem. 4% max health, that stacks up to 12%, that's quite nice. And then of course you have crafting. Each crafting has its own set of passives that you can unlock by doing things with it. So enchanting allows you to use runes to increase the ability of your item. Well, yeah, improves the or applies abilities to your items. Provisioning. So this is food making and drink making. Woodworking, just making bows and staves and things like that. Clothing for light armor. Blacksmithing for heavy armor, and alchemy for light armor. Yeah, for potions. But we'll go all into those later anyway when we've actually got through this tutorial. We can actually spend some time going through it. So what do I want? Earthen Heart deals. Down an enemy for 3 seconds. Yeah, let's go for that one actually. Oh yeah, and each one of these class weapons has an ultimate ability. The weapons don't, but I believe all the classes do. I don't know whether any of the others do, I can't remember. They get an active ability, but no. Only passives get an ultimate, which will unlock once you've reached a certain level within that class. And you do that just by gaining experience while having a certain skill or points. Yeah, a skill of that tree active. So wow, that's quite nice. Yeah, let's take Stone Fist. I've never taken Stone Fist before, we'll take Stone Fist. Okay, there we go. So, let's speak to this lady here. Who are you? Ah, you're Lyris. Hello, Lyris. Let's put my weapon away.
You've got more meat on your bones than most of these poor bastards, and I see you've armed yourself. Good. I hope you've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it.
And who are you exactly?
What?
I was told to find you. Strange figure.
He spoke to you? What did he say?
You said that our fates are intertwined.
Sounds like the prophet, all right. He's a prisoner here too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can help me.
I can still hear his voice in my head. It's driving me insane.
Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel's a long way from here.
Go on then, I'll help you. Doesn't look like I've got much of a choice. Go on then, let's go. So, let's run through here. I'll say the tutorial area is a bit, well, it's very linear. and you have to do it. It's part of your character creation.
We made it.
It's just the way the game is. So let's. Oh, now they've cut a big chunk of that out. There used to be another section before this that they've cut out of it. They're probably trying to narrow it down a bit more. So it did seem to take a while to get through this area, but okay. Hold on, let's speak to Lewis.
At the top of those
Where are we
towers.
now?
We need to find a way up. Magical constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Coldharbour. The Sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will be blinded. With any luck, that will buy us the time we need to free the Prophet.
And how do
I've
we
no
destroy this
idea.
exactly?
Brute force? We'll find a way. We have to. Be ready for anything.
Let's go then. So, let's come on down here. So this is a slightly more outdoor area of Coldharbour. Looks so pleasant, doesn't it? And there is a statue of Molag Bal himself. That's also the same model statue that you get with the collector's edition of the game. If you press M to open your map. There you go. So this is a copy of the map for where I am. Also, where I need to go for my quest. Destroy Coldharbour Sentinels. There's 2 of them. I need to destroy 1. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, have a look around. As I say. Oh. Hello. Of course, Lewis is there. Sometimes I'm still not sure how I feel best. I want to play this. Of course, don't forget to check everything. My opinion with this game is literally just check everything. You never know what you're going to find. And believe me, if like kind of you go around opening lots of chests that require lockpicks, because there is lockpicking in this game, then you will need a lot of lockpicks. a lot of lockpicks. And the best way to find them is by opening up random bags and chests, and chests of drawers, and different things like that. So, let's have a look. Flame Atronach of Coldharbour. Let's use this stone fist. Oh wow, that was very anticlimactic. Of course, those red circles and markings on the floor show areas of AoE effects. So you always want to try to be careful to step out of them. And you've also got the ability to dodge and do rolls, because they do use quite a large amount of stamina to use. But it doesn't look like there's any chests around here. Usually there's a couple hiding. Ah, there you go, chest. Let's open that, see what we get. A maple bow. There you go. As I say, just to prove that I wasn't lying. There you go, weapons, maple bow. Equip. There you go. I can now use the bow, and you can swap over at any level, at any point in the game, to use a different weapon. There are no requirements to use them as such. So yeah, if you want to swap over, you also have the ability at level 15 to unlock weapon swap. So then you can instantly just swap between primary and secondary weapons. So if you wanted to have a ranged weapon, be it a staff, yeah, if you want to have a ranged weapon, staff, anything, or even if you just wanted to swap between two-handed and a sword and shield, you can do. There's nothing stopping you. Okay, let's put these iron gauntlets on. There you go. Of course, I want to use heavy armor. Do I order armor? Yeah, heavy armor. Why not? I am a dragon knight after all. So let's have a quick run around here. Yeah, see another chest. Maple Staff of Restoration. Now, restoration staffs aren't a case of point and clicking, it heals. They still do damage, but they unlock healing abilities and effects that you can use. For you, smack. Okay. Ow. See, as you can see, you can take quite a bit of damage. You do also take fall damage because you have the ability to jump and walk off edges. And if I'm right down here, sometimes there's a chest. Don't know whether it's still there. Let's have a look. Yeah, I am getting a bit of stuttering on my volume. What's going on? Come on. Wow. Heart increase. Yeah, I should start using that ability. I'm just running around smacking people. I'm not actually using my spells. Throw a big rock at them. There you go. Of course, with your skill points, whether or not you can take them back and respec, I honestly don't know. I'm not 100% sure whether you can. I'm sure there will be an ability to respec at some point. Let's get these iron greaves on. There you go. Got some armor. I say it will be nice to be able to respec. I would say if it works and how it works, I'm not sure. But there you go. And smack, and he's dead. Oh, an iron greatsword. So it does the same amount of damage, but it provides increased armor and spell penetration. There, I'll use a sword. That looks pretty nice as well. Oh, look at that. Huh. I like it. What am I doing down here? Oh yeah, let's go kill one of these sentinels. I've spent enough time running around. So, I'm sure you don't want to see me running around in circles for the next half an hour. But I'm going to go this one because I noticed something last time I was playing through. Whether or not it's still there, I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Come on, up we go. Of course, you do have the ability to sprint, but it does drain your stamina, so feral shrimp. Smack you one. As well, also, if you're using weapon abilities and special attacks for your weapons, just bear in mind that most of them will use stamina and not mana to cast. So just bear that in mind, because otherwise you can leave yourself fatigued and not be able to dodge and move out the way of certain abilities and spells. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to do, but I kind of use the abilities, but you just want to be careful. So here we go. Let's head up here. Wow. Okay, my character went a bit nuts there. Don't know whether that was just a heavy attack off it. What is the point of keeping skeletons chained up? They're not going to do anything, are they? Oh, chest. Iron ore. It's a one-handed weapon. You can dual wield on this game as well. So that is a sentinel. Now they've improved those. Sauron. Just turned a bit blue. Let's smack him in the face. Yeah. So I've now blinded that. So we need to get down to the prophet's cell, which is just over there, I think.
The god of brutality knows of your escape. Hurry.
Oh, it's that way there, I think. It's up there. So yeah, they've certainly added a bit of polish to a lot of the things on this since I was last here. Oh, monkey pet. So I haven't got my monkey yet. It's in the post. I'll pick him up later. Which, of course, with this you can activate them, access the mailbox at any time, but still.
The door's warded. We'll never get in this way.
Let's talk to you then. So how are we going to do this then?
Must have triggered these wards. We'll need to find another way in. Maybe Cadwell can help us.
And
Cadwell is the
who's
oldest
Cadwell?
of the Soul Shriven. After years of torment, Soul Shriven usually go insane and turn feral. But not Cadwell. He was already insane before he left Tamriel. Mad as a box of frogs, but completely harmless. You'll see. Cadwell sees
And
things
how
as he
mad?
wishes them to be. To him, Coldharbour is a wondrous place. It's his home. And he knows it like the back of his hand. He's usually down by the river. Let's go find him.
Let's go find this Cadwell then. Anyway, before I go find Cadwell, I've been recording for over half an hour now, so I think it's time to call it there for now. And we'll start again very shortly. But until then, this has been a first look at the introduction to Elder Scrolls Online. As I say, it is currently in early access. But no, not early access, sorry. Yeah, it is, isn't it? 5 days early access. Of course it is. It's currently in the 5-day early access for those who pre-order. If you want to get on it now, then all you have to do is pre-order a copy of the game and you will have your 5 days early access. You'll also get the Adventurers Pack and a couple of other nice little bits and bobs. So anyway guys, if you've liked the video, be sure to click like and subscribe, because there will be, I hope there will be, plenty more Elder Scrolls Online videos coming very shortly. So until then guys, take it easy, and I'll see you later.